Hello everybody, today we are going to finish section 7.3, actually it's extension 7.3 in your textbook on the Triangle Sum Theorem, which states that the sum of the interior angles of a triangle equals 180 degrees. That is something I think you should know. Every single triangle has 180 degrees if you add the inside angles. So the problems we're going to do today are going to be find the value of x in the following triangles using the Triangle Sum Theorem, calculate the measurement of each angle in the triangle, then classify the following triangles by both their angles and sides. Remember that each triangle has two names when you are classifying. So let's take a look at the first one here. We have a triangle and we see that this angle here measures 2x, this angle here measures 2x, and this angle here measures 120. So the first thing I need to do is figure out what is the value of x. And we start by remembering that the interior of every single triangle measures 180 degrees. So using that information, we can write an equation. So we have 2x plus 2x plus 120, and that equals 180 degrees. Then what we're going to do is we're going to combine our like terms. So we have 2x here and 2x here for a total of 4x's plus 120 equals 180. We will subtract 120 from both sides to get 4x is equal to 60. Divide by 4, and x is equal to 15 degrees. So the second part, after we find the value of x, is to go back into the triangle and figure out what each of those angles are worth. We already know this angle is worth 120 degrees. This one here is worth 2x, so I'll do 2 times 15, which is 30 degrees. This one up here is 2x also, so again I'll do 2 times 15, which is 30. Quickly check my work. 30 plus 120 is my magic number of 180, so that I got it right. The third part of this question is to classify the triangle, which means name it. And we have to give it two names, once by its angles and once by its sides. So again, every triangle has two acute angles. And the third angle is going to be the angle that is used to name it, and this one is 120 degrees, which means it is obtuse. And then we want to look for possible markings for our sides, and I see that we have a singular tick mark here and a singular tick mark here, meaning these two are equal, and this one doesn't have any, so this one does not equal those first two, so two of them are the same, and when two of them are the same, it is isosceles. And that is the correct answer to number 1. All right, number 2, we'll do the same thing. Again, first thing we have to find is the value of x, and we know that the interior of every triangle is 180 degrees. So I'm going to use that information to write my equation. 3x plus 5x plus 2x is equal to 180. And I'm going to combine my like terms. 3x and 5x is 8x, and 2 more x is 10x. And we'll divide this by 10. X is equal to 18 degrees. That's the first part. Then we want to go back up here and we want to calculate what each of these is worth. So I'll start here with 2x. 2 times 18 is 36 degrees. This one up here, 3 times 18 is 54 degrees. And 5x, 5 times 18 is 90 degrees. Alright, now we have to name it. First by its angle, so there's my two acutes. So this one's going to name it. So this one is going to be a right triangle. And then we look and we have no markings on any of our sides. So that means none of them are the same. So this one would also be scalene. Again, every triangle has two names. All right, I'd like you to pause the video and try number 3 and number 4. And then when you're done, you can unpause it and we can check our work. Okay, let's check our work. For number 3, I got 3x equals 180. After you combine your like terms, what meant x is 60. And all 3 of them were x, so all 3 of them were 60 degrees, again, which adds up to 180, so I know I am right. Acute and acute, and the third one is acute, so that makes it an acute triangle. And then all 3 of the sides are the same, which makes this one equilateral. 4 was the tough one. I hope you guys got this one right because you had a lot of these like terms when you were creating your equation. Remember, 3x and 4x is 7x, and another 6x is 13x. Negative 5 and positive 6 is positive 1. 1 plus 10 is 11, so that's where those two numbers are coming from. And when you solve that, you get x is 13. And then using your calculator, you plug 13 into these. So 3 times 13 minus 5, that's 34. 4 times 13 plus 6 is 58. And 6 times 13 plus 10 is 88. Again, naming it acute, 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 acute triangle. None of the sides are the same. There are no markings to indicate that they are. So that would be a scalene. That's it for today. Good luck on your work, and I will talk to you soon.